you're doing well. It is a dreary, gray. It's been like off and on rain like overnight and this morning. It's not raining right now, kind of drying up a little bit, but just kind of one of those like dreary days here in Asheville, a little gray day. I guess a good day to be inside and get some work done. But we did have a beautiful weekend, so no complaints over here. Hope you had a good weekend too. Whoop, what did I just hit? I think I just messed up the, I don't know if this is going to work. I think I just messed up the Instagram. Let's see if we get this to work. Technical difficulties. I don't know. Let's try it. I think I might be able to fix it. Good morning, Kevin. How are you? Always something fun with technology. What's up, Sophia? Good to hear from you. All right. Let's see if I could fix Instagram. I think I hit the wrong button. And we'll try that, see if that works. I'll know in a few seconds. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hello. How was the weekend? How were sales? Anything worth reporting? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Sandra? Welcome in. Good to have you. So you're the boss for just a moment. Let me know. We have orders on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Chrispakcom. So we got orders across the board. We don't have Amazon today, though. So everything else. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Chrispakcom. You let me know. What are we going to ship first? You're in charge for just a moment here. Whatever I see in the chat first, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, or Chrispakcom. That's where we'll get started. You're the boss. Put it down in the chat. I think I messed up Instagram. Well, that stinks. I hit go live twice. For some reason, I don't know why, but that screwed things up. I'm going to print out my eBay labels. And we got to vote for Poshmark. We'll start with Poshmark. Way to switch it up, Sophia. We typically start with eBay. There's always an eBay vote first, but you got in there with the Poshmark. We'll start there. eBay labels are printing out. You can hear that going on. All right, Poshmark first. It's a pretty good weekend of sales. Better day on Saturday than Sunday. Usually Sunday is my best day of the week, but Saturday was the best day of the week this weekend. So we'll start with Poshmark. So our first order on Poshmark is this rollback polo. Really awesome here. I picked this up off of a Whatnot show from my friends Kimo and Dory. They have awesome shows. If you want me to drop a link for their shows, I can grab that for you. So I bought this rollback polo. I'd have to look at what, I don't remember what I spent for it. But this sold nice and quick. You can see the all over sunglasses print. And of course, we got the dog logo right there. So this sold for $64 on a best offer on Poshmark. I had it listed for $69. I think the buyer opened with an offer for $59 and I countered at $64 and we got the deal done. So nice sale right there. This is going to Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. I didn't write down what I paid for that one. I bought like 5 or 6 things from that one show. And I just didn't write down like what I paid for each individual item. But anyway, rollback polo out the door for $64. That will kick us off. If you're just joining the live for the first time, we do this every Monday morning around 11 a.m.-ish Eastern time, and we give you a good, honest glimpse into what's going on in our business. So we are shipping the last 2 days worth of sales. So the last time I shipped was Saturday around noontime. So you'll see 48 hours worth of sales going out the door. We do this just to give you that good, honest glimpse, show you what's selling, how much it's selling for. We'll talk about our profit if I remember how much I paid for the item. In this case, I don't, but yeah, we'll go through the whole process of shipping out all these. I think it's 26 total orders. So we'll go through all that. Great place to ask questions. Great place to let us know, like, how's things going? How's your business doing? I love to hear about your sales, your finds, all that stuff. Didn't do much work over the weekend. We went on a hike on Saturday, which was awesome, up in Hot Springs. We actually were on a good portion of the hike was on the Appalachian Trail, if you care. And then yesterday we did a walk along. It's called the Acoustic Trail. It's a new trail. They just opened it up like maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And it's like a biking trail. It's paved and it connects Hendersonville, North Carolina to Brevard, North Carolina. So we just walked a few miles on that trail, and then there's hit a brewery called Trailhead Brewery that's right along the way. So it was a fun little weekend. Then we went out to dinner last night. Went to one of our favorite places in Hendersonville called Shine, and had a really nice dinner. What did I have? If you care, I had a pork mole dish, and it was outstanding. And Kim had a banh mi sandwich. That's a lot of information there for you. That has nothing to do with reselling, but that's our life. All right, our next order is a pair of red Van Lee pants. This brand does okay in polo, like the golf polos, but does really, really well for the pants and the shorts. So this sold for $58. I found this for $5 at the thrift store. So really great profit here. Poshmark takes 20%. So on a $58 sale, they're going to take $10.60. So that's going to leave me with what, 48, 47, 40, 47, 40. I made $42.40 on this one sale. I'm going to tell you how long it took to sell too. So a $5 thrift store find, and I'll leave that logo up there so you could like sear that into your brain or just take like a screenshot of that one. So red Van Lee, these took 17 days to sell. I also had a pair of red Van Lee shorts that I found at the same time, also for $5, and those already sold. And I want to tell you how quickly those, just to give you an idea how quickly these things sell. The shorts sold same day, literally same day. Within hours of me listing them. So that's pretty crazy. So look for those red Van Lee pants and shorts. The sell-through rate on both of them, I think, is over 100%. So that's pretty awesome. So these are going out the door. Nice $42.40 of profit on one sale. The shorts sold for a lot of money too. Let me give you that sale price on the shorts. Those sold 2 weeks ago. Sale price on the shorts was $43 plus shipping on eBay for the shorts, and the pants went for $58. Just really, really great brand to look for, particularly pants and shorts. So this is going to Ansay. Thank you, Ansay. I don't know if I've ever heard that name before, or said it, I should say. Oh, we got a plea for help from Sandra. How are you, Sandra? I accepted an offer on Poshmark and shipped it to the customer. I then received a message from the buyer that their account got hacked. Buyer is in Alabama, but I shipped it to New Jersey. They will let Poshmark know and do a chargeback. Just concerned I will be out of the item or the money. So yeah, you're out of control of the outcome of this item, of this thing. I don't know if that makes you feel good or bad. So it sounds like the scenario here is somebody is claiming that their account got hacked. So they're likely going to do a chargeback with their credit card company, and then the credit card company is going to, open up a case, an investigation, or whatever. They're going to ask Poshmark to send over, details about the transaction or whatever, and then the credit card company, we'll call it Visa for the sake of the conversation. Visa is going to make a decision on whether or not that was an item that they, an ineligible transaction, and Visa will make that determination. There's really nothing that you can do, and there's nothing that you can do to influence that conversation. So you just got to have to sit back and see what happens. Now, I've never had that happen on Poshmark. I don't know if you have buyer protection in that case. I could just look it up. I'll just Google it. Buyer protection, Poshmark, credit card chargeback. I've never had a credit card chargeback that I know of on Poshmark. So let's see what it tells us on the internet here. Posh Protect, time frame, process. Okay. Chargebacks can be initiated, procedure, investigation. It's always best to, chargebacks can be costly and to make sure you document everything in communication. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was hoping that a quick Google search would give me the answer. It didn't, but so I don't have any other advice except for maybe reach out to Poshmark, see what they have to say on the matter. But there's really nothing that you can do. It was my second order on Poshmark. Sorry, that's a bummer. I wish I had more advice there, but I think you just got to wait out and see what Poshmark has to say. If you have questions in the meantime, you could reach out to Poshmark's customer service and see what they have to say. I've never been in that scenario, so I can't really give too much specifics right there. But hopefully it gets resolved for you, Sandra. Hey, Chris, do you have a Polo Ralph Lauren 3-button polos, just the plain cotton ones? Hey, Chris, do you pick up the Polo Ralph Lauren 3-button polos, just the plain cotton ones? Yeah, just depends on what your buy cost for those is. But yeah, I picked them up. What did I miss here? Poshmark is very good making it right for both the buyer and seller. I would agree with that, Nancy. I just don't know what they specifically do in chargeback sort of situations. But I guess we'll find out. Let me know kind of what pans out. Those chargeback cases sometimes can take a little bit of time before you get a result for it too. So, all right, our next Poshmark order is, let's see here, a Polo Ralph Lauren. I guess this is what you're talking about, Josh. So this is a men's size 2 extra large. This is a long sleeve polo, and it's got the pony on the chest right there. I think you can see that, right? This was in used condition. I paid $5 for it at the thrift store. This is a long sleeve, and it sold for a best offer of $19 on Poshmark. So if that's what you're asking about, Josh, then I think you got your real-time answer right there. So this order is going to Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. Get you your thank you card. Here it is. What affordable accounting software do you use to keep up with everything on your end? So I'm going to give you, I'm just going to write down here in my links. I have a link to what's called the reseller spreadsheet. Let's see where I got it right here. I'm just going to, it's in this big list. So I'm just going to drop the link to that list. In there, you're going to find the link to Jason Hayes's reseller spreadsheet. That's what I use. That's like my command central for everything that has to do with like money, sales, inventory, and all that stuff. It's a great tool. I've been using it for years now. And full disclosure, Jason is a good friend of mine. He's a really intelligent reseller, and he's the guy that first got me into this business. And he also happens to have a really great reseller spreadsheet. So you can check it out. He's got videos that talk through exactly what the spreadsheet does and doesn't do. I have the creator version, but I recommend for most people to get the premium version, which is the middle of the road one. The creator one just has like extra stuff. I have a whole bunch of revenues and costs that are associated with being a creator too. So I got the creator spreadsheet, which just has some extra features that make sense for me. But for most folks, I recommend the premium spreadsheet. And there is a discount code in there you'll get 10% off if you use the discount code. All that information is in at that link that I just shared with you. It's got all the tools that we recommend for resellers, including Jason Hayes' spreadsheet, which I have now used for 3 years, and I'm a big fan of it. Keeps me super organized with money and all that stuff. And when I'm telling you about past sales and how many days things took to sell and all that stuff, that information is coming directly from Jason Hayes' reseller spreadsheet. So go check it out. He's got really detailed videos on what it does and all that stuff. Do you have any training for selling clothes, new to selling clothes, shoes? Appreciate your great info. I mean, Sandra, the training that I got is similar probably to the training that you're getting right now. I just followed people on YouTube. I started back in 2018, so there wasn't TikTok. There wasn't like Instagram Reels and all that, all the shorts video stuff didn't really exist back then. So I just found resellers that were creating good content on YouTube, and I followed those people, and I took a lot of screenshots of items that they were selling, brands that I'd never heard of before. And yeah, just took their advice, did my own research, got out to thrift stores, looked stuff up on eBay. And yeah, so no formal training. I didn't pay anybody for any information about this. I just got free information off of YouTube. Sounds like that's what you're doing too. So, and welcome aboard, Sandra, as you're getting started. Sorry that you ran into that chargeback situation, but everybody eventually is going to run into all those different challenging situations, and you're going to learn from it, and you're going to figure it out. And you're just getting some learning early on. What's up, Chemo? Can you start over? We're just kind of getting started. I've only shipped 2 sales. Have been 2 sales, 3 sales. We're only 3 sales in, so you're right on time, brother. You missed the rollback polo. I sold that rollback polo that I bought from you off your whatnot, Chemo, if you care. $64 sale on that. You missed that one. Good morning, Tamara. How are you? Nick Smith is in the house. 105 today. Sales were slow over the weekend. I had a good Saturday. I had a slow Sunday. We had great weather over the weekend, but the weather this morning is kind of really gray, although it stopped raining, which is nice. But welcome in, Nick. Good to hear from you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had some nice pool time. Next order on Poshmark is a big one. So we get a Peter Millar Crown Crafted. So this is a long sleeve button down shirt from Peter Millar. It took a while to sell. The retail on this MSRP, I don't know if you could see that, $250. So this sold for full asking price, $89 on Poshmark. I don't know how much I spent for this shirt. My guess is I probably spent $40 for this, and I sold it for $89. Took a little while to sell, but got the money. So profit on that if I did pay $40, which is what I think I paid for it. Poshmark is going to take 20% fees. So it sold for $89. So Poshmark is roughly going to take $18 in fees. That's going to leave me with $71. My profit on this is $31. This was a retail like clearance purchase that I made. So this order is going to Angus. Thank you, Angus. This is going to Greenville, South Carolina. So only going about an hour down the street. We're practically neighbors. All right, so nice sale here. Big dollar ones are always fun. So $89 going out the door. We got one more Poshmark sale, then I'll do a Mercari sale. We'll just jump in with that. I got one Mercari. So here's a brand new with tags. This is another retail clearance play. I paid $29 for this shirt. Men's size large, Polo Ralph Lauren. Retail on this is $110. So this sold for $53. So the buyer basically got about 50% off, maybe 52% off on the shirt. So they paid $53. I paid $29. After fees on this, Poshmark's going to take their 20%. So 20% will be $10.60. So that's going to leave me with $42.40. So I'm going to make a $13.40 profit off this shirt. So I paid $29. I'm going to make $13.40. Not huge profit, but this is also a multi-quantity listing. So I bought a handful of these shirts. I forget how many. All in the same size, same color. I buy these all the time. One listing, set the quantity to 3 or 4, whatever it may be, and just make, $13 a sale or $15. If they paid full price, my full asking price was $59. This was on a nifty best offer, so they paid $53 for this one. So 10% off. Hey D, how are you? Welcome in. Good to have you. Thanks for saying hello. D is in the house. Sandra, I've been selling on eBay and Amazon part-time for years, ramping up. Just got nifty and cross-listing on Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Hopefully can make this full-time. Look at you go. That's awesome, Sandra. I'm excited for you. What are you thinking about Nifty? How long have you been on Nifty, and how's that impacted your sales? Are you seeing some positive outcomes from bringing Nifty on board into your repertoire? That's pretty awesome. I had my first mistake, purchased 3 shipping labels, which eBay was paid 3 times, and I can't reach for help. It's all automated. Any suggests so they can credit me back? I know it was a stupid mistake. Yeah, just go into your you'll be able to fix this nice and easy. Go into your seller hub, and there's a tab for shipping labels, and you can go find the shipping labels that you want to cancel and just cancel those labels tomorrow. So I think you're talking about eBay, right? Yeah, eBay. Just go into your seller hub, go to shipping labels, find the 2 that you want to, it sounds like 2 that you have to cancel, and just go in there and cancel them. You'll get a refund for those labels. It'll take might take like a few days or a week, but you'll get refunds for them. But do that soon. I think you only have like a certain amount of time before you can't cancel it anymore. What's up, Crystal? How are you? Welcome in. I just started watching. Love your content. Appreciate that, Crystal. It's good to have you into the live. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you want to share what's going on with your business, what you sell, or maybe if you had a good weekend. We'd love to hear about what you sold too. So thanks for being part of the conversation. That's fun. Just started Nifty, but really like the features. Good. Yeah, keep us posted, Sandra. Appreciate it. You're welcome tomorrow. And if you go in and you can't figure it out, come back and let us know, and we'll walk you through the process, give you a little bit more detail. But it should be a pretty easy process for you. You have 120 hours to cancel labels on eBay. So there you go. Get to work tomorrow. Go get those canceled quickly before your 120 hours runs out. Thank you, Dogs Boutique. Welcome in. All right, we got one Mercari sale. Poshmark is done. One Mercari. This is a brand new Tags Ivy Cool shirt. I picked this up retail clearance. I paid $20. I bought 3 of these, the exact same color, like kind of a weird sort of spirally pattern on them. They were all men's size large. I've now sold 2 of them. Not good profit on these. I knew it was going to be a little bit tight, but I was like, you know what? I can pick up 3 of them. I can do one listing quantity, set the quantity to 3 and get them sold. So this one sold for $33 on Mercari. So after fees, that's going to leave me, Mercari's fees were $4.02 on this item. So it's going to leave me $28.98. But I paid $20 for this shirt. So that's going to leave me with an $8.98 profit. So $9 profit on this. Not great profit, but I already sold another one of these and I made about $11 on that sale. So I've made $20 off this SKU so far, and I have 1 more of these left. So I knew it was going to be a little bit tight on the margin on these, but I was like, well, I'm already at the store. I already got these things in my hands. Might as well make a little bit of profit. Would I do it again? Probably, because they've sold pretty quickly, especially if I can sell that 3rd one pretty quickly. This one took 34 days to sell. So I'm going to pay the credit card bill for those 3 shirts. I'm going to pay that on August the 15th, so 4 days from now. So I've already made my money back, and I haven't even paid the credit card bill for it. So would I do it again? Yeah, probably. Only because it was a multi-quantity though. If it was just one of them, I would have left it behind. So let me see when the other one sold. The first one took, if you care, the first one took 15 days to sell. The second one took 34 days to sell, and I have 1 left. So hopefully I can move that in the next few days and be done with this one SKU. Be cool if it sold before the credit card payment goes out on the 15th too, just to say like, hey, sold all 3, used the bank's money, not even my own money, and got the profit before it happened. So this SKU will ultimately make me about $30 for one listing. That ain't bad for one listing. Make $30. All I got to do is ship these out 3 times. You see how quick the shipping of these items is. So outside the door. Not my best play, but it helps pad the bank account. We'll take it. All right. We're going to pivot over to eBay. Actually, we'll do Chrispakcom next. Just get those out of the way. Just getting ready to get back to reselling after not doing it for many years. So much has changed, lots to learn. Yes, and you can learn it. And you're in the right place, Susan. Welcome aboard. And welcome back to reselling. That's awesome. It's awesome. It's a great place to be. All right, we're going to do some Chrispakcom orders. So we got 5 orders going out from Chrispakcom. We mentioned this bag in the recent YouTube video that I did. If you haven't checked out that YouTube video, you might want to check that out. One thrift store, 34 items. I did a recap of everything that I bought from that thrift store, and I included the sell-through rate and the average sale price of every single one of those 34 items. So if you want to learn some new brands and some new items, that YouTube video would be one worth checking out. So I mentioned these bags because I filled up one of these bags at that thrift store, and we sold some of these over the weekend, which is really cool. So this is a 33-gallon, like big oversized shopping bag, and they are available at chrispakcom. I'll drop the direct link for it in just a second. Let's get this one shipped out to Charlene. Thank you, Charlene. Thrifting is my cardio, I promise. If you pick up one of these bags and you take this to the thrift store, you are going to get comments and compliments for sure. People always get a good laugh out of that. So Charlene's got a bag coming her way. Charlene's in York Haven, Pennsylvania. Thank you for your business, Charlene. We'll get this thing is my cardio bag out to you. I'll drop the link to that website if you're interested in the bag. You can just go to chrispakcom, but I'll give you the direct link right here. Oops. I swear I can do this. Copy. There's the direct link to our website. That's for our coffee, and that's for if you want to check out one of those thrifting is my cardio bags. But this one's going to Charlene. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. We're in the middle of shipping. We got eBay next, but we've already shipped out Poshmark. We've already shipped out Mercari. And now we're shipping out Chrispakcom orders. These are orders from the last 48 hours. So for Paul's got 2 bags coming his way and a bag of coffee. So thank you, Paul. Paul's a first-time customer for our coffee, so we're excited for Paul to try it. If you want to learn about our coffee, you can go to that website, that web link that I just dropped in the chat. That link is also available. It's in the description to this live stream too. So if you look at the description, which is above the live stream, I believe. So let's go to Paul. Paul's got 2 thrifting is my cardio bags coming his way. Roughly speaking, you can fit about 33 items in one of these bags. Of course, if it's all like big puffy jackets, you're not going to fit that many. But if it's just an assortment of like jeans, shirts, maybe a couple fleece jackets or whatever. The last time I filled one up to the top, it was 33 items, just to mix different things. So Paul getting 2 bags, that means he can fit 66 items. That's a big thrift haul. It's a great bag. A lot of people who buy them say that they use them to bring their packages to the post office, load up your packages into these. That's a good idea too. So we'll get this off to Paul. Yeah, that'll work. Paul, thank you for your business. Appreciate it. And we got a bag of ground medium roast. So that's going out to Paul too. This is our OG coffee, the Hoopers Creek medium roast. This is our best-selling coffee. It's a definite crowd pleaser medium roast. Little hints of milk chocolate. It is not flavored coffee, but it does have those it's from Chiapas, Mexico, and coffees from that region tend to have just like a little bit of like a sweet milk chocolate flavor, and this one definitely does. It's fair trade, it's organic, and it's roasted fresh every Thursday. $1.50 from any of our Hoopers Creek medium roast is going to go directly to families who have been impacted by Hurricane Helene in Hoopers Creek, which is our neighborhood. So right down the street, we had several families that were severely impacted by the storm that either totally lost their homes or had their homes severely damaged. So $1.50 from that purchase is going directly to help to support one of those families down the street. So that's awesome. Thank you, Paul. I hope you love the coffee. Like a glove. So that's pretty cool. We also have a light roast and a dark roast. This morning, I drank the dark roast, if you care. Thank you, Paul. Cool order right there. Do you mind sharing where you purchased your shipping bags? Yep, everything all my shipping supplies, I have linked right here. Everything I use for the business is linked at that link that I just dropped right there. Big comprehensive list of everything we use and recommend to other folks. Thank you, Paul. That's awesome. Next up is an order for Lisa. Lisa got herself one of these thrifting is my cardio bags. So we'll get that out the door to Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. All my orders get a handwritten thank you note. 7 years in this business, and every customer that's ever ordered from me, it doesn't matter what platform it is, has gotten a handwritten thank you note, except for Amazon. I don't do that on Amazon. Amazon's kind of a little different. Thank you, Lisa. Thrifting is my cardio bag heading your way. Get your steps in. Next up is 2 bags going to Catherine. So 2 thrifting is my cardio bag. She's going to haul out. She can get 60 plus items in combined in these 2 bags. So thank you, Catherine. Thanks for supporting our small business. Get your steps in, get your cardio in. This bag's definitely going to make some people smile. I don't understand why people follow you on Poshmark when you're a buyer, not a seller. They probably have a bot, like an automation tool that's just following people. And by doing the following, it's just feeding the algorithm. Poshmark, like any website, any algorithm wants to see activity. So they're just, their account, their bot doesn't know whether you're a buyer or a seller or whatever. It's just indiscriminately following people. So that's why you got the follow. The postal worker just drove up the street, Jacob. So that usually means I have about an hour before he comes back down. It'll take him a little bit longer typically on Mondays just because they didn't do any pickups or deliveries on Sundays. So it takes them a little longer on Mondays. But usually it means an hour. I'd say today it's probably more like an hour, 45 minutes until he comes back down the hill and picks up these items. So we're right on track. We're going to be good. Just started posting consistently. What's up, Crystal? Sold a few items, but not getting consistent sells. What should I do if items are not getting views, even if it's a good sell-through item? So we are in the middle of what is for clothing resellers, and I think a lot of businesses feel this right now. But in the summertime, we call it summer slowdown, right? So sales are just slower than they normally are. The 2 most finite things in the world, right, are time and money. And right now, people are using their time and money to do other things. They're going on vacation, they're traveling, the kids are out of school. Yeah, they're just doing more things that are taking up their time and their money. And now as kids are going back to school, people are trying to get back into their rhythm and routine and all that stuff. So they're just investing their time and money on other things right now. So we tend to be slower in the summertime. So my best advice with what you're talking about being a little bit slower right now might just be like, hey, you just got to be a little patient sometimes. I mean, yes, I think there's probably ways that you could speed up sales and all that. And you should take a look at your photos, take a look, are you promoting on eBay? There are things that you could do, but at some point, it's just, we're swimming upstream a little bit in the summertime. Things will get better. September 1st is coming. You typically see sales start to ramp up, sell-through rates start to ramp up. September 1st is a good date. September 15th, things typically get a little bit better. And by October 1st, we're rocking and rolling. It's 4th quarter. People are spending their money on things and stuff. So right now, it just tends to be a little bit slower. And that's just sort of the way it is. What's up, Andy? Appreciate your positive energy. And I'm glad the videos help. I'm glad you're learning. Thanks for being here. Good to have you. I have the same situation where I can see the postal worker's truck out my back window. It means about an hour. Yep. And sometimes that means I'm like, I got about an hour. But now we're kind of like a good ways into the shipping already. I feel pretty good about the pace. All right, we got one more Chris@peak.com order. Of course, you can get in on the action, get yourself a bag of coffee, or you can get yourself one of these Thrifting is My Cardio bags, which were hot sellers over the weekend. And I'll ship it out right here on the live with a big dose of gratitude for you. And if you're into that sort of thing. But this is our last order, Chris@peak.com. We're going to switch back. I got a bunch of eBay orders going out the door. So if you want to see what sold over the weekend, you're about to see that. So this one's going to Doris. Little Thrifting is My Cardio action. I mentioned this bag in my most recent YouTube video, so we're just seeing like a little bump in sales as people watch that video and are like, man, I need one of those bags. And if you do get an order in while we're on live, feel free to put a comment down below so I know you got an order in, and we'll get you shipped right out here on the live. Thank you, Doris. Appreciate your business. If you care, they're doing some work down at the corner, so you probably see me like keep looking out the window. There's a bunch of like trucks and front loaders and stuff. And so starting yesterday, they've been clearing out the creek. It's Hooper's Creek right down there. And, since the flood, the creek has had all these like down trees and brush and debris, you name it. It's like all clogged up in the creek down there. So they're finally clearing out our creek down there, and they've been working hard on it. It's interesting that they were doing it yesterday on Sundays when they got started, but they're down there again today cleaning out the creek, which is good news. Everyone wants to see the creek cleaned out because we're worried if you get another sort of flood event and you have all kinds of like debris and trees already like clogging up the creek, that doesn't mean good things, right? I don't think it does. So it's good that they're up down there cleaning all that stuff up. What's up, David? David's in the house. Welcome in, brother. Susan, you're welcome. You're welcome, Susan. All right, let's move over. We got eBay orders going out the door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 orders for 16 items. One of them was a bundle item. So we'll get those all shipped out here, and we'll talk dollars and cents and all that stuff. And I want to hear about your sales from this weekend too. I love hearing about your sales. So drop them down below in the chat if you have something that you're excited about or something that you found that you're excited about. I want to hear about that stuff. Excuse me. Okay, let's get at eBay now. Poshmark's done. Mercari's done. Chrispakcom is done. Now it is eBay time. First one is Fred. Well, let's go. Let's see. First order is for Zach. We'll go in order. So this is the last 48 hours of sales on eBay. So this one came in right after 12 o'clock, the last time that I shipped on Saturday. So this is a Saturday sale. $29.70. This is a Lululemon commission pair of pants. That's the logo right there. Most of the time on Lululemon items, you're not going to have the hang tag on the inside, like which would be the shoulder tag on a shirt, or in this case, in the back of the pants. You oftentimes won't have that. More often than not, it's not there on a used pair of pants. So you got to start figuring out how to spy these little Lululemon logos. They also have a logo on the inside of the front snap. So if you like fold over the inside, I guess it's not a snap, but the front button on the inside of that is a Lululemon logo. So that's another way to find Lululemon pants. Men's pants are still a really great seller for Lululemon. $29.70 on that pair of pants. These are going to Canton, Michigan. I paid $5 for these at a thrift store. So fees on this will be about $5. So that'll leave me with about $24.70. I paid $5. So I'm going to make about $19.70 on this. And actually, I'll make a couple of dollars on shipping. So I made about $22 total on this. This is going out to Zach. Thank you, Zach. Almost forgot his thank you card. So nice little $22 profit on a $5 purchase. And I'll tell you exactly how long these took to sell. Got a couple Lululemon sales going out on eBay this weekend. Let's see. These sold in 24 days. 24 days, and I paid $5. Not bad. All right, next up is for Ben. What'd you get, Ben? Ben got a 2-pack of Holderness and Bourne shirts. So this is a great sale. This is $106 sale plus shipping. So Ben bought 2 Holderness and Bourne. You can see the tags right there. Both size men's medium. My average buy cost on these was about $30. I bought them there was like a range of prices that I picked these up for recently. But my average on these is about $30. So they each sold for $53. So after fees on each one of these will be about $8. So let's subtract 8 from that, would be $45. So I made about $15 a shirt, but I'm also going to make money on shipping. I'm going to make about $7, about almost $8 on the shipping on top of this too. So altogether, that's pretty good profit right there. I'll take that. What did I say? 15. Yeah, about $15 plus the 8 shipping, so 30. So this sale is going to be about a $38 profit off these 2 shirts. And a quick seller too. Holderness and Bourne always goes out the door pretty quick for me. I shouldn't say always, but most of the time goes out the door pretty quick if you price it aggressively. Let's talk about how many days those took to sell. One took 5 days to sell. The other one took 3 days to sell. So pretty quick sale. I'll take that anytime. It's a little bundle order, $106 order going out to Ben. You know, with that retail arbitrage, you got to spend a little bit more money to make the money. But when it comes down to it, I'm fine with paying a little bit of money, especially if I'm going to sell it that quickly. I haven't even paid the credit card bill for this. I won't pay this credit card bill until September the 15th. And I've already started to make profit. So there you go, profit off it, even before the credit card bill is paid. So I don't mind paying up for items if I know I can sell them really quickly. It's no different than if I paid $5 for it, right? Because it's just out the door so fast. I get the profit before I have to even pay for it. So I'm here for that. Next up is a Peter Moir. I picked this up off Chemo and Dory's Whatnot also. And this one sold really quick. I want to say this sold in a day or two, but I'll give you exact numbers. 2 days to sell. 2 days to sell. Peter Moir. It has got a couple things going on. So first of all, it's a good size 2XL. Then you can see that obvious pattern. That pattern's called Angry Anglers. So it's a whole bunch of it's like a little fish. It looks like it might have a hook in its mouth too. So it's like a fish with a hook in its mouth all over. This also has a country club logo that has some value. So that's right there. That's Whispering Pines, which is the #1 rated golf course in the state of Texas. And it's the number 66 rated country, according to Golf Digest. Number 66 rated country club in the country, according to Golf Digest. And again, #1 rated in Texas. So not all country club logos are going to help the value of the shirt. In this case, that does. It probably didn't bring the value up that much because I sold it for $31.50, but it made it sell really, really fast at $31.50. That pattern is really good on Peter Moir polos. But great sale, $31.50. I bought that off Whatnot. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I bought it off my friends Chemo and Dory from their Whatnot. And a nice quick flip, again, before I even paid the credit card bill. The credit card bill on that purchase isn't due till September 15th, and I already have profit in the bank account. I like it. So this is going to Sue. Sue is in Gallatin, Tennessee. Oh, my mom's in the house. Hey, Mom, how are you? Coffee order, gotcha. I'll get I know what you like. Mom's got an order of here's our summer seasonal light roast going out to Mom. Thanks, Mom. We'll get that packed up for you in just a moment. You know the rules. We stop what we're doing and we get an order. And we get it shipped out right here on the live with a big dose of gratitude. Especially if it's Mom, right? So let's go check this out. Thank you, Mom. And I'm going to drop the link right to our coffee for you. Whispering Pines is the name of that country club, Sea Rich. If you want to get yourself some delicious, delicious coffee, you can go to that link right there. I just dropped it in the chat. It's also in the description of this video, or you can just go to chris@peak.com and you'll find our coffee. But Mom's got an order. You got 2 bags, Mom. You never buy 2 bags. What's up with the 2 bags? Did you do that right? Did you want 2 bags? Mom drinks 1 bag of coffee a month. So is one of them a gift for somebody? So we got 2 bags of this is our seasonal light roast. Delicious, delicious coffee. If you want to learn more about the coffee, you can ask me questions or you can go to our website and learn more about it too. But the summer seasonal light roast is freaking delicious. Delicious. It's from Guatemala. So it's going to have little tasting notes of blackberry and a little bit of toffee in there too. It's a really fun, super bright tasting light roast. Again, it's not flavored coffee. That's just the natural flavors, subtle flavors from the beans. It's not going to scream blackberry or scream toffee. It's just kind of have subtle notes of those things. Especially as your cup of coffee sort of cools off a little bit, and that's when you can really taste those subtle flavors. Thanks, Mom. Went to Goodwill after trout fishing on Saturday and found a brand new pair of Hoka size 11 for $9. I was going to sell them, but I had to keep them for myself. Couldn't help it. There you go. Hey, if you went and bought those shoes, they'd cost you a heck of a lot more than $9, so you got yourself a deal. We've been known to keep a thing or two. Actually, I bought this shirt to resell. This is a Holderness and Bourne golf polo. I bought this to resell, but then I was like, you know what? I really like the Holderness polos. They fit me good. So I was like, I'm going to keep this one. But the initial intent was to was definitely to resell it, but it was too good to resell. I can always flip it. I can sell it used if I decide I don't want it anymore and basically get my money back. All right, peak season, get rates. All right, Mom, you're going to have a shipping confirmation in your email in just about 5 seconds here. And you got that shipping confirmation. Thanks, Mom. 2 bags of coffee coming your way. Why are you getting 2? I think it's the first time you've ever ordered 2 at the same time. Nice find on those Hokas, by the way, David. That's cool. Thanks, Mom. Out the door with some coffee for you. Delicious, delicious coffee. Next up is an order for Robert on eBay. Robert got a Brooks Brothers shirt. Nothing fancy here. Men's size 17, 34, 35, which is measures similarly to a men's extra large. I put both extra large and I put that 17, 34, 35 sizing. I put both of those sizes in the item title so that somebody who's searching for 17, 34, 35 will find it, or someone who's looking for about a size extra large will find the same shirt too. So this sold for $18 on eBay, and that was on a nifty best offer. So this was listed for $19.99, and this buyer, Robert, came in and watched the item on eBay. 10 minutes later, my cross-lister Nifty sent a 10% off offer automatically, and Robert accepted that offer. So $18 sale. I paid $5 for this at the thrift store, and the buyer, Robert, is also paying $6.95 shipping. And the shipping label's costing me $6.02. So I'll make about $1 on the shipping. My fees on this item will be about $3. So I'm going to make about $11 on this item that I paid $5 for at the thrift store. Not my highest margin item of the day, one of the lower ones, but those things add up. Those things certainly add up. About 65% of my sales are items that make me between $10 and $20 in profit, and the other 35% are items that make me $20 or more in profit. But I make more, just a little bit more every single month off the lower end sales. I make about 55% of my profits every month come from those lower end sales. So it's usually about 50-50 or 55-45. But so those little ones definitely add up. I know everyone's like, why don't you sell big high ticket items? I do. But I just find a lot more of these $10 to $20 items. That's what my market gives me. So that's what I take. And everybody's got to build their business around what their market offers. And mine offers I have a lot of $5 thrift stores. Everything's $5. So I can buy some of those lower end items like Brooks Brothers and really start stacking profit. So this is a women's size medium on a North Face rain shell. This one sold for $34. I paid $12.50 for this piece. This is going internationally too. So this is an international eBay sale. I'm shipping it to Glendale Heights, Illinois, to eBay's International Shipping Center. And then eBay's going to take care of the shipping to wherever the heck in the world it's going to from there. Amazon just showed up if you care. Let's put this in one of these. Guess I should have read the title. It's a Q&A. Welcome in, Matthew. Just packing orders and showing what you see. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. Showing what sold over the weekend and trying trying to share with you as much data as I possibly can about what I spent for items, how much I sold them for, and then what my profit is and how many days they took to sell. I got to remind myself to keep doing that. But I hope you're well. Let me know if you have any questions too. This is going out to Luis. Luis is going overseas. eBay international sale. It's a great place to ask questions, by the way, too. Great place to share how your weekend was, how your sales were. Love to hear about that too. Looks like it's going to rain again. Looks super humid out there. Do you also resell, Matthew? Let us know what you sell. What's your thing? So that one's out the door. So let's see the profit on that. eBay is going to take on my $34 sale plus $8.95 shipping. eBay is going to take about $5 in fees on that. So that's going to leave me with $29. I paid $12.50 for that item. So I'm going to make about $17 plus another $1.50. Going to make about $19 on that sale right there. North Face rain jacket. Sold a bunch of those over the last couple of weeks too. Next up is a really, really good sale. I'm excited about this. I paid $5 for this at a thrift store. It is a shirt jacket, like flannel with a hood. And this is Harley Davidson. So it has a Harley Davidson embroidery patch on the chest. And then on the back, it's got a big like Harley Davidson spell out across the shoulders. So awesome piece to look for from Harley. I paid $5. It sold for $39.99. So this will be about $7 in fees on this. So that'll leave me with about $33. And so I paid $5 for this. So a $28 profit on this item. And actually I'll make another $1 off shipping too, because the buyer paid $9.95 on shipping on that. So I'll make another $1.50 on it. So made about $29 off this. Pretty awesome. Great sale. Excited about that. Put this in one of these bigger bags here. So that's one of the better sales of the weekend. $29 profit. This one's going out to Lavon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Lavon. Thank you for the order. This is shipping out to Lyndhurst, New York. Welcome in, welcome in. We are about 2/3 of the way shipping out orders from the last 48 hours. I think we had 26 total packages going out the door. And we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 9 left. 9 left to ship. Next up is an order for Keith. This is a low profit item. I took a shot on this. I paid $5 for it at the thrift store. And the reason I picked it up, so I don't pick up a lot of Nike dry fit golf polos. They just sell for, typically they're going to sell for too low of a price to make it really worth my time. But I picked this one up because it's red with the white check, and it's also a long sleeve. So there's not as many long sleeves. Typically you see a higher sell-through rate in long sleeve golf polos. So I took a shot on it. It took about 6 months to sell, and I got an offer for 10. I think they offered like $10 or $12, and I countered at $16, and we got a deal done. So $16 out the door. eBay's going to take about $2.50 in fees off that item, so that's going to leave me with $13.50. I'm going to make $8.50 off of this, but I was like, I'll take a shot on it. It's got that Tiger, Tiger Woods kind of the red, Sunday red look with the long sleeves. It's like maybe I can get $20 for it. I got 16. Whatever, we'll move it. Would I pick that one up again? Probably not. I took a shot on it though, Sometimes you got to do that. Looking to find new categories and sources of income. Nice. Mostly toys, doing RA at Walmart and Target, but they don't mark down clearance like they used to. Watch the thrifting video. Now the algorithm shows me all kinds of thrifting. I like it. So I don't do a lot of toys, so I don't have much to add to that conversation, but sounds like you're looking to spread your wings a little bit and maybe get into some other categories. You can find toys at thrift stores, by the way, too. And there's some people who make some really good money just flipping toys, but Yeah, the RA game is tough. Yeah, the clearances aren't the way they used to be. Especially, I mean, I think a lot of people got so used to that the clearances that were a result of all that COVID shutdown stuff and all that extra inventory that these stores had already ordered, right, and stuff that just got backed up in warehouses and stuff. They had to clearance out so much stuff. So I think it took like a year and a half probably, or 2 years of like really good clearancing like every season to get rid of a lot of that backlog. And now we're seeing like a more normal sort of clearance where they just don't deep discount stuff as much as they used to. It still happens, but you know what I mean. What's up, Julia? How are you? You get bonus points for all caps. I'm doing great. I hope you are too. Thank you for answering my questions and the great advice. Anytime, Crystal. And if you have follow-ups, let me know too. Happy to chat. That's what this is all about. Just giving you a good, honest glimpse into my business. And hopefully you watch this, you learn something, and maybe you make a couple extra bucks this week because of it. That would make me smile. Next up is an order for Joe. Another low-end item here. This is the end of the season. You're going to see me like taking a lot of lower offers on a lot of spring, summertime stuff, just because I want to move this stuff out. I don't want to wait till next March or next April to get top dollar. So I'm happy to kind of get some of this stuff gone right now. $17.50 on this pair of Travis Matthews shorts. This brand has gone downhill. This had sat in my inventory for quite some time. So when I got an offer, I was like, I'll get rid of it. Had it for 106 days. So not too long, just over 3 months on this, but end of the season, Travis Matthews gone downhill is a in terms of resale rate and resale value and sell through rate. So $17.50. I paid $5 for it at a thrift store. Get rid of it. Gonna move some inventory, make some space for the fall stuff. The small stuff, the fall stuff takes more space up too, right? Flannel shirts take up more space than do polo shirts. Pants and jeans take up more space than a shirt like that. So it's nice to just kind of move some of this stuff. So my profit on this is probably going to be like $9, maybe $10 if I made $1 off the shipping. So nothing crazy. $17.50. Probably pay about $3 in fees. We'll call it, so $14.50. And then minus $5, $9.50. And then I'll make $1 off the shipping. So I made $10.50 on this sale, which is at the low end of what I look to do. But we're getting this out the door before shorts. I mean, shorts have already started to slow down, but we're going to see them really slow down over the next couple of weeks. Next up is Orvis. Shorts sell year round before you yell at me. They sell year round, but the sell-through rate goes down over the winter time. Nice little bread and butter sale for me right here, $18.90. This was on a nifty best offer. So Theo watched this item on eBay, and 10 minutes later, Nifty, my cross lister, sent a 10% off offer. Theo accepted that offer. Done deal. I love that. So $18.90 plus the buyer paid $6.95 shipping. I'm going to make about $1.50 on the shipping label here. So my profit on this after about $3 in fees is going to be 11, 12. I'm going to make about $12.50 on this Orvis. It's a button-down cotton men's size large. This has been a staple in my store forever, for 7 years now. And it's not the highest sell-through rate item, but these Orvis do consistently sell, and they will sell better in the fall because it's a long sleeve cotton button-down. That one took 87 days to sell, so just under 3 months on that one. I paid $5 for it. I'll take my $12.50 profit and run. Here's another item that's like, man, I had to get rid of this. Oh, we're not there yet. Sorry. I got to do the hat first. This is actually a low margin item too. I had bought a whole bunch of these hats on clearance. I think I paid $2.50 or $3 for these Yeti hats. This sold for $12.95. And you can see I still have a few more of these. 1, 2, 3. I still got 5 more of them. I think I bought 10 and now I've sold 5 of them. Not great profit here, but again, one listing, set the quantity to 10, sell them off. I probably made, I don't know, probably made $7 off. But again, it's one listing. Would I buy these again? No, I don't think so. I priced them aggressively, so I thought they would sell really quick, but they just haven't sold very quick. Happens, you got to take shots on things, learn. I'm not crying over making $7 profit here, but probably not the best buy. If it was only one of them, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but because there was 10, just easy to list one, set the quantity to 10, and let it rip. So this is going out the door to Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Going to Portland, Maine. A nice city, if I do say so myself. We got a brand coming up here that is a brand. It's my first time ever buying and selling this brand. So you'll see that one coming up. Just teasing a few things. Got some more retail arbitrage, so some clearance items. And just a couple of golf polos. We're almost done here. Next up is for Tom. Tom got this Johnny O. Tom sent me a $10 offer on this. I had it listed for $18.99. Tom sent a $10 offer. I countered at $15.99. I really wanted to get rid of the shirt. Johnny O, I've seen sell-through rates and average sale price go down on Johnny O. It's the end of the season for kind of mediocre golf polos. High-end golf polos are still going to sell through the fall, but mediocre stuff is really going to slow down. And this Johnny O I've had for a while. I've had this for 14 months in my inventory, priced at $18.99. So see you later, Johnny O. Happy to get $15.99 for that and get that out. Johnny O, there's still some stuff that sells well from Johnny O, but that brand has just died down a little bit, the hype of it. People have moved on to the next thing that happens. Everyone just wants rollback polos now, you know? That's it. And then next year they'll want something different. These golf polos, man, the rise and fall is really quick on these golf brands. Golf fashion. Next up is Bertha. What did Bertha get? Brand new with tags, Polo Ralph Lauren. I buy and sell these constantly. This is actually the second one that I'm shipping out from the weekend. So brand new with tags, men's size 2 extra large. We can see the retail price is $110. This sold for full asking price $58.99. So this buyer is basically getting this for like 48% off of retail. I paid $29 for it. So my profit on this is probably somewhere around $16 to $18, something in that range. And I paid $29. Again, I probably had multi-quantity of this. I'd buy these whenever I see them, and they're usually multiple. It's become a pretty big part of my business over the last couple of years. It does chew up funds. Right? Retail clearance stuff costs more money. It's not like buying a shirt for $5, but you know, the profit margin, making $16 or $18 on one thing, especially when it's multi-quantity, it's not bad for me. If I bought 5 of these shirts, right, set the quantity to 5, it's 1 round of photos, 1 round of measurements, and just keep on selling. So that one SKU will probably make me like $100 for one listing. I like that. Good afternoon. The bargain effect is in the house. Missy Carver is in the house. What's up, Missy? Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a little bit. I can't believe you caught me. Yeah, I know you're a busy bee over there, but I have seen you commenting on videos and photos, and I appreciate that. I hope you're well. Missy Carver, old friend Missy Carver. Next up, Holderness and Bourne. We sold 3 of these this weekend. This one's a men's size 2 extra large. Great brand here. I've been doing great with these. This sold pretty quickly too. Nice pattern on this. Men's size 2 extra large. Sold for $54 on a best offer. Now let's see how long this one took to sell. This took 5 days to sell. 5 days to sell. So it's been a quick seller. If you price Holderness and Bourne right, they will go. Sold 3 of these over the weekend. This is the 3rd one going to Nathan. Where's Nathan at? Nathan's in Tifton, Georgia. Thanks, Nathan. Next up is a Lululemon men's size small, tough size. I actually sold the same shirt in a different size just last week. Same exact pattern and everything. So Holderness out the door. Thank you. Next up is Jason. So literally same exact shirt I just sold, just a different size. Same color, same pattern, same everything. Lululemon. You can see the hang tag is not there. How did I know this is Lululemon? Because it had like the little logo like down here on the shirt. You got to look for those. So sold for $21.60. This was on a nifty best offer. So Jason watched this item on eBay. 10 minutes later, my cross-lister Nifty sent them an auto offer for 10% off. Jason accepted that offer. $21.60. This is going to Arlington, Texas. Oh, this is funny. This next order is funny. $21.60. I'm going to tell you how long that took to sell. It is a size men's small, so that probably slowed it down. 62 days on that one. And that's a men's Evolution polo. I'm going to tell you how quickly the other one sold in a better size. The other Evolution polo sold in 13 days, and I shipped that out. Sorry, that was 3 weeks ago I shipped that out, but it took 13 days, and it was a men's size extra large. So that shows you the difference in sell-through rate with sizes. This one took 62 days. The other one took 13 days. Same exact shirt, just a different size. Pretty typical with men's, men's smalls tend to sell slower in most brands and most models. But Lululemon can still sell pretty well in a size small because younger people wear them that tend to be smaller, if that makes sense. Out the door on that. Here's our last sale of the day. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to double check after this and see if we had some orders come in at Chrispakcom or if we had some offers on Poshmark and eBay. So hang out for that. But last item that we're going to ship is a Fred Perry. This is the first time I've found and sold this brand. It took 73 days to sell, sold for full asking price, $34.99. So I paid $5 for this at the thrift store. The fees on this are going to cost me about $6 in fees. So what's my profit going to be on this? That's be 29. I'm going to make $24 in profit. I'm going to make another $1.50 off the sale. So we'll call it $25 in profit off this men's Fred Perry shirt. I never knew this brand, but apparently it's a really common brand, particularly I guess in the UK. It's more popular. It's got this little logo on the chest. I don't know if you can see that. Is that coming through? I think you can see it. It's like a little crest looking logo. I don't know. Anyway, $34.99 on that. Happy with that. It's the first time I've come across it, at least that I recall. First time I bought it, first time I sold it. $25 in profit. I'll take that. This is going to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So about 2.5 hours away. A fellow North Carolinian. Oh, and this sale's funny because this is going to Fred, and he bought a Fred Perry shirt. That's funny, isn't it? I think that's funny. Fred bought a Fred Perry shirt. I wonder if he's all in on Fred Perry, and if that's all he wears because his name's Fred. I don't know. Maybe. What is up, Clyde? How are you? Welcome in. You're catching us at the very tail end. But remember, all these lives are available as a replay. You can rewatch this as soon as this live is over. It is up on Facebook and YouTube as a recording, so you can go back and watch it. You can rewind stuff if you missed stuff. You can fast forward through the boring stuff about me ranting and raving. I guess I didn't really rant and rave too much today, but you can fast forward through the boring stuff and all that. So if you are watching the replay, let me know by typing in the chat, right? SHIP, S-H-I-P, and that way I know that you're watching the replay. But we are live here for a few more minutes. Let's see if we got any orders coming through on Chrispakcom real quick. Let's see. Nothing there. And let's just see if we got any offers on eBay or any of that stuff that we can share. Some live reselling stuff. I do. This is strange. Okay, got a couple offers. Okay, so 2 offers right there on eBay. It's interesting. I got an $85 offer for those Patagonia. It's a pair of wading boots. So just a couple hours ago, I got an $85 offer. This is a $50 offer, which I am not going to accept. I have them listed for $99. So we're going to counter this offer for $89. I don't think that this is likely a buyer when they give a 50% off offer. I don't think this person's likely to buy. It's weird. Did it sell? It's not letting me counter the offer. What is going on? I wonder if it sold and I'm waiting for the, yeah, like the offer is like gone. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I got an offer for a new IB Cool shirt. It's the same one that I actually just shipped out today. I bought 3 of them. 2 of them have already sold, and maybe we'll sell the 3rd one right now. So the offers, I have it listed for $39.99. The offer came in at $30. I'm not going to accept $30 on this shirt. I'm going to counter offer at $35.99 and see what happens. So submit counter offer, and let's see if we got anything. I don't know why I can't see what I see that offer right there, Patagonia. When I click on it, it says, sorry, this item did not sell. Oh, maybe it ended and relisted. That's probably what happened. It just automatically ended and relisted. I think that's what happened. So that offer goes away. No. That's really weird. It says the end date is August 12th, but today's August 11th. How could it have ended on the 12th if today's only the 11th? I don't know what's going on with that, with those boots. Maybe they sold and I'm waiting for the buyer to complete payment. That's strange. All right, let's see if we got any Poshmark orders. I'm perplexed. I'm guessing that's maybe what happened. Somebody else bought it and I'm waiting for them to pay. Is that possible? No offers on Poshmark. All right, that's a wrap, y'all. I appreciate you hanging out with me. You know, shipping's a little bit, it's just a lot more fun with you here. Instead, I would have just been talking to myself for the last hour or so. So thanks for hanging out. We shipped out 26 orders. If you just walking in and you want to see what sold, this as soon as I end this live, you'll see that the replay will be available. You can watch the recording of this. So, but I appreciate everybody hanging out for a little bit. We'll be live again next Monday, 11 a.m.-ish Eastern time, just giving you a good, honest glimpse into our business, showing you the items that are selling for us right now, and answering questions and all of that stuff. So, of course, we'll be putting out content, 6 pieces of content a day, all week long until we see you next time. So what's that? 42 pieces of content between photos and reels that you get a chance to watch. So, yeah, we'll be out there. But we'll just see you live again next Monday, 11 a.m.-ish Eastern time. Hope you have a great week. Hope you find some great stuff, and hope sales start picking up as we're getting closer and closer to September 1. We're getting closer to the fall, getting out of that summer slowdown. You take care. Peace.